Welcome, everyone. Great to have you all. Thank you so much for joining in. This is Yukti Kishore, and I welcome you all in our today's this month episode of Health Talks with Experts. Thank you so much for joining in. What is Health Talks? People, those who have been knowing it, and those who do not know, just for them to know that this is a platform that we have created at Yuktiness. It's an initiative of Yuktiness where we bring people for health and wellness experts industry to share their knowledge and wisdom and help all of us to overcome our current health challenges, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever we are facing. And we are very proud that we have started in June 2020. And so far, consistently, it's been 7 years running. We have been able to get good experts on this wonderful platform. And now more than 90 plus experts have been the part of this wonderful initiative of Health Talks with Experts, including sports company CEOs, say like pulmonologists, doctors, healers, coaches. And in this series today, I, Yuktiraj Kishore, breath coach, would love to bring you um, a very interesting topic for all of us and a very renowned experts, Vastu experts. Is your home affecting your health? What is You may be finding that you are doing everything right, but is there any connection with respect to your physical environment, your energy, as well as your emotional well-being? In fact, we do one, exercise as part one of the practices. Those who are already the WA member, they know we do one of the exercise decluttering our space physically, mentally, and emotionally. And let's learn today that how we can build our home environment. Um just by changing few things in our environment can we have more positive environment. And without any further delay, I would like to bring upon our today's panelist, our health talks panelist, a very renowned Vastu expert. And she one time have been a homemaker 6 years back, and now currently she's serving as a Vastu consultant expert for eminent big companies to the people, helping them to live healthy, successful life just by changing few things in their home. So far, she has served 1,409 client, 9+ clients, and her mission is to spread this knowledge, this wisdom, the science of Vastu to more than 1 million plus people so that they can achieve good health, prosperity, wellness, and happiness. Yeah. So let us all welcome our panelists very quickly, everyone. I want you all to message here, welcome, and let me welcome J. Krishnaveni here. Welcome, Krishnaveni. Great to have you. Thank you so
Thank you,
much for
Yukti.
joining in.
You can hear me. Thank you for
Yes, I can hear
inviting me
you
here.
very well. Yeah, I can hear you very well. Thank you so much for joining in. And everyone, please message here, welcome. Let us welcome J. Krishnaveni. Yeah. Krishnaveni, before we get into, as you have mentioned, that you have been a homemaker 6 year back, and then you have started your Vastu journey, and so far it's been a very wonderful, powerful journey for you, serving 1,409 plus clients and an amazing mission. Firstly, I'm truly grateful and thankful to you for taking your time out. I know you are very busy. For those of you who do not know, she's just back from her Delhi trip today only. She was there to consult some companies related to the Vastu, and from her time, she has squeezed out some time for all of us. So let's make good a good use of this time. And please feel free to ask questions. We'll have question round also. So be here, keep your videos on, stay fully present, keep your pen and paper ready so that if you need to make any notes, please do make notes, or at least on WhatsApp, because I would like you all to please share your notes in the WhatsApp group also. And let us begin here. So, Krishnaveni, I would like to know first, before we delve into this, topic, I would like to know how your journey has started in this field. What made you to come into this field of Vastu?
Interesting question. Actually, that's still, I myself feel very motivated why I joined this. Sometimes you have that curiosity if something works for you. See, we all go through ups and downs, no, that's been a part of life. But when sometimes the things, when it doesn't go for you, you just want to sort it out by any way, right? So that's
True.
when I encountered Vastu 6 years before. And at
Mm-hmm.
that time, I was facing few issues. And just by few changes, I could see my environment changing within a span of
Okay.
very short time in a sense for about, if you say around 1 to 2 months itself, I could see huge changes in my own self, my environment at home. So when it works for you so quick, when you had no knowledge of what Vastu had, I had not heard of Vastu before it. So when I jumped into
Okay.
it to get out of my own things, after that it inspired me so much and the curiosity grew, how it happened and how this science helps, you know. That's when I started, after solving my own issues, then I started to
Mm-hmm.
learn this out of curiosity first. Then
Mm-hmm.
in the meanwhile, I started reading books, I started attending so many courses. There are a lot of modalities in this, one by one. Now I have around 47, 48 certifications in this vastu sciences, and still there is so
Uh-huh.
much to learn in this field.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Okay, so let's begin. Thank you so much for sharing. And I just hope that this session gives all of us, those who are listening us in this room, as well as since it is going live on YouTube. Later on, you can always check the recording, check this live also. And please do share it also. So if I would like to know that how do you sense the energy of the place, or how we can sense the energy of place uh, to understand what is good, what is not good, maybe.
See, everything around us is energy. The universe is a frequency of energies, right? See, for example, the place where you are sitting and taking this session, how is it if you look around yourself? You should feel happy
Mm-hmm.
about the space which you are in, where you are taking that session. If it is cluttered,
Mm-hmm.
if it is not organized in the way you want, sometimes it happens that we want a particular
Mm-hmm.
setting, and if it doesn't happen, our energy gets
Mm-hmm.
disturbed. So the peace around
Mm-hmm.
our space is what is energy in a layman's term, because energy understanding is very, very deep. Each place has a different energy. Like sometimes you may visit a place, you are just in awe of that place. Oh, this environment is very good. Why does it happen so?
Mm-hmm.
And there are places
Mm-hmm.
where you go and you feel like, why did I come here? I didn't like the atmosphere. So all that is revolving around energies only. So when we go to one
Mm-hmm.
place, the energies play very, very important role. Same when you are in home, the home energy also
Uh-huh.
plays very important role at home. When
Mm-hmm.
you have a
Mm-hmm.
certain space where you spend your 24 into 7 life, your general day-to-day life, your family life, you spend time with your family, your kids, that space has to have a good energy.
Okay, so how do we know that whether this place has a good energy or not, as you are saying? And how does the energy of a home impacts our health, our emotional, physical well-being?
Yes, it's a great question, because the space where you live, it is equally important to your mental health as well as emotional health. And each direction inspires us, each direction gives us something or the other. Like we say, many people might have heard about northeast being a spiritual zone or the health zone. There are different directions according to vastu, which we say, we divided into 4 directions, 8 directions, further into 16 directions. Particular direction, like for example, if you take north, northeast, north of northeast, these are very important in terms of health. If you have any clutter in your house or any storage in that particular direction of your house, it directly affects your health. How it affects your health? When we say northeast corner, it directly relates to the brain, because the vastu purusha's head is there in the northeast. So if there is any disturbance in the northeast, we can actually make out from the person how he talks. The way he speaks, that itself will show that yes, this person has a clutter in his northeast. That powerful is the language of your space. Person speaks the language of his space. See, if in
Oh.
general, if I'm talking to a client, I would get to know after
Mhm.
talking to him for 5 minutes, I would get to know which direction is affected.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
Somebody
That
says
just by
again and again, I'm
talking.
very confused, I'm not able to take a
Uh-huh.
decision. It clearly
Uh-huh.
indicates that the zone of clarity, which is the northeast,
Uh-huh.
is definitely
Ah.
cluttered in his space.
Oh,
And for
that
anything, you
is,
need clarity.
mm,
If you don't have clarity, you will
yeah,
not be able to take right decisions.
yeah. Uh, okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. So now let's start from the beginning, since you are talking about directions and everything. How should people measure these directions? How do we come to know that which direction is this and whether it is accurate or not?
It's a basic and the most important question, because when you don't know the directions correctly, you may not be able to follow the basic things. Nowadays, we see so many tips in the Reels, YouTube, Facebook, but if you do not have the right knowledge of the directions, it may go wrong. So
Mm-hmm.
when you take your
Mm-hmm.
phone and check the direction compass in your phone, there is always a red
Mm-hmm.
arrow, and that points
Mm-hmm.
towards the 0 degrees. So
Mm-hmm.
whichever direction you go and whichever direction you change, that 0 degree will not change. The red arrow
Mm-hmm.
always points towards the north direction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once you know the north, the right of your north
Yeah.
is east, the left of your north is west, and opposite of north is south. That is for the basic four directions which we can easily identify through our mobile compass.
Yeah. So those of you who do not know, you can, Arunaji and everyone, you always have this. I am not able to
Direction
show.
compass, yes.
Can you? Yeah, there's a direction compass in your mobile. You can just search for that. Usually, it is given in your mobile compass. If you check one of the Play Store, और नहीं तो आप एक छोटी जो compass आता भी है पहले घरों में रहता था. So you can use that compass also, or this is an app on usually on mobile. You can use that to find out whether which direction your home is, and it is everyone knows also that it is north, south, east, west, you know. So accordingly you can find out the other directions also. I hope this is clear to everyone. This much everyone can find out, right? Okay, so now we can go ahead. So now I would like to now ask, since the topic is more on good health, what do you think? Which areas of the house needed to be taken care for to ensure good health as per Vastu
See,
or any
each
direction?
direction is very important for health perspective. There are different
Acha.
types of we mark again according to your the parts of the body. Also, the directions are defined. But to keep it simple, the most and the foremost important place in your house for health is the north and the northeast direction. So when you are facing towards north, and towards from north to east, that 0 degree to 90 degree, that corner which we call it as northeast direction, that is most important because that governs your brain, as I said, and everything starts with our brain. So if
Mm-hmm.
any imbalance in the brain part, it obviously affects the full body, right? So in the same way, if there is any clutter, any heavy storage in the northeast corner of your house, it not only affects your sleep, in your mental clarity. You may be confused most of the times. अगर कोई कहता है कि I am very stressed out and it feels heavy
Mm-hmm.
for me, go and check that northeast corner of your house. And if you feel you have kept some unwanted things there, just try and remove that and see, observe the changes for some time, a week or 10 days. You will definitely feel light and you will feel more peace. So that is how the directions are directly affecting our subconscious mind and
Okay,
also the
there's one
center of
question.
the house.
Mm-hmm. Center of the house. Okay. How? Yeah. Can you please explain center of house also?
Yes, like in our body, as I said, the brain part which pertains to the northeast, same way in our body, we have the nabi, the stomach, which is the main key connecting our body. Same way, the
Mm-hmm.
center of the house is like the stomach part of our body, where the Brahma
Okay.
energy create, the creator's energy, the Brahma Vishnu energy, it creates from the center of the house. That's when we say the center should not be heavy. See, if you keep some heavy item in your stomach, you lie down and keep some कोई भारी सी चीज आप अपने stomach में रख के रह सकते हो क्या? No, then you cannot hold on that. Same way, the
Mm-hmm.
center of the house has to be light because from there the energy flows towards all the other directions.
Okay. How we identify what is the center of our house?
Uh,
Like
Good question.
direction wise, I can understand, but center of the house.
Center of the house. Approximately, when if it is a house is a square or a rectangle, or sometimes it is not a square or a rectangle, roughly you can just take a printout of your map. You always get the floor plan of your house from the
Mm-hmm.
builder or from the owner. Take a printout of your
Mm-hmm.
map and put one cross. Try to bring it to a square or a rectangle and put one cross. The center point which comes, the intersection of the cross is the center point.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
So take a floor plan, create a rectangle. Usually, if it is not a rectangular,
yes.
take the biggest rectangle and then
And
draw
cross it.
then draw the lines,
Intersectional lines
and
where it
then
is dividing,
intersection
that is the
points.
center point. And here the interesting
Okay.
point is it is not only that one particular point which is the center, it is the one-fourth of
Mhm.
the area around that center point.
One fourth of the area around the center
Yes.
point.
Yes, that we call the Brahma energy, the creator's energy, which originates in the center. That's when you say when somebody is constructing a house or building a house in the land, first they do the center, the Brahmastan Puja. Why? To activate the energy of that land.
Mm. Okay. So center of the house. So what should be we keep at the center of our house? Should
It
it
should
be
be
empty
empty.
only?
It's a zero weight
Acha.
zone. It should be empty as far as light.
Okay.
Nowadays in flats, it may not be possible to have it lighter. So if there is a wall, a room wall, or a living area wall, if it is coming in the center, try to keep the area nearby decluttered, very light, without cluttering or making heavy things in that place.
Mm-hmm. So far I understood, and all of you also can note that Northeast is the area where we have the head of the Vastu Purush, and that area must not be cluttered because if this is cluttered, the people will feel more confused.
Even for
Similarly,
those people
mm-hmm.
who say we have headache, we have migraine, the best place to look
Mm-hmm.
after is Northeast. If your northeast is clear, you
Oh,
will never have headache or a migraine.
okay.
And also, if you have
That's
red
something
color there,
interesting.
that also triggers your headache. So avoid red color
Okay.
in the northeast corner.
Okay. Okay. Wow, this is interesting. This is now we are getting
And
interesting.
another interesting
Mm.
fact here is if you see in any of the anybody's house, they use red color curtains or red color sofas, which is there from
Uh-huh.
north to east, that is 0 degree to 90 degree. If you find any red
Uh-huh.
color items, there is bound to be lot of anger and conflicts in that house.
Okay.
Because red is
Interesting.
fire energy and you are keeping fire
Mm-hmm.
energy in the zone of water. North is supposed
Mm-hmm.
to be a water element, which is supposed to be lighter. And if something in red
Mm-hmm.
color comes there, it is an imbalance of
Mm-hmm.
water element wherein you are putting red color. By putting red color, you are bringing the fire energy. So when the
Mm-hmm.
fire energy is activated in the north zone, then it triggers the arguments and headache and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, before I go ahead further into this discussion, the one thing that is coming to me in my mind is maybe some of the listeners of ours could be very new to this Vastu only. So, how would you like to define, explain Vastu and its significance? What does it mean, even?
See, Vastu, it's a basic thing that people should know, which people are not aware. We all are aware
Mm-hmm.
that the universe is made of five elements: earth, water,
Mm-hmm.
fire, space. So this five elements is made of our body as well. Same five elements is there in our house as well. People know about our body because Ayurveda is what it takes care of when it comes to our body. But when it comes to our home, there is also five elements. And universe is also based on five elements. So these five elements constitute the Vastu. And it is also
Mhm.
about the place where you live. Vastu means jahan pe hum vaas karte hain, where you stay, where you
Mm.
spend your life, where you build your activities, where you live your family life. That space, the energy of that space is called Vastu.
Okay. So the energy of the space is called Vastu, right? And for us, it is the way I say that what we are working in our community of Wellness Abundance Hub to improving the energy, the prana energy of our body, the same way the environment we are living using the principles of Vastu, we are increasing the energy of that space. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So usually I tell you, the people who come and I have come across usually are having disturbed sleep, hai, anxiety, hai, insomnia, emotionally imbalance, hai, fatigue, hai, low energy, low confidence levels. Hai. So how does this issues can be addressed using Vastu principles?
Yes, people are not aware that these issues can also be addressed by Vastu. You won't believe, some time
Okay.
back, because when the COVID started, people started working from
Mm-hmm.
home. So there was one of my client who was facing a lot of depression issues. He came to me like
Okay.
it was never before. After the work from home started, I've started facing a lot of depression issues. I'm not enjoying my work. When I sit and work here, I don't feel that excitement, energy which I used to have when I go to office. So when I went to their house and I checked, he was actually sitting in a place which we refer to as a zone of depression. So there was this chair
Mm-hmm.
placed particularly in that direction. I didn't have to do anything. I just had to change his sitting position. So within 2.5, not even 2.5 or 1.5 to 2 months, he was able to see that shift of his energy, his mindset. He started to like his work like before. So as I said, 4 directions, 16 directions. So we divide that into like north is for opportunities, north is for money, south is for name fame, east is for your connections, west is for your
Go slow,
profits.
go slow. Very fast. Go slow.
Like
Let
north
us.
is for your
Huh.
opportunities, because
Okay.
नॉर्थ ब्रिंग्स अपॉर्चुनिटीज. नॉर्थ हमें मनी भी
Okay.
देता है, नॉर्थ हमें अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी देता है.
Okay.
Then we come to south. South gives you name, south gives you fame,
Okay.
and east gives you very good connections. If you're in a profession which requires you to meet people, get big connection, then you should be sitting in east, or your east should be good. When it comes to West, West is a zone of our profits, our gains. That's when we divide each zone into different purposes. So that person was sitting in the depression zone, which comes between North and Northwest zone. We call it as North of Northwest, West of
Okay.
Northwest. So West of Northwest is determined as the zone of depression. So his chair where he was sitting, it was actually in that particular zone. So I didn't have to do anything, just by changing his chair, we were able to solve that problem.
Okay. Wow, amazing. So depression you have talked about. Anything related to insomnia, sleeping issues can also be shared here.
Yes,
Huh?
yes, definitely. If
Bed
you see,
and
yes,
all
that's when
that.
if you see when people do the interiors for new house, they are very particular about their position of their head, which side they are placing their head. We generally
Mm-hmm.
avoid placing our head towards north and towards west. So you should ideally, for a good sleep, you should place your head, the bed rest in your room, that towards east and south only.
Okay. So
Your
either
head should
of is
never
okay.
come. Your head should never come towards north or west,
So head should never be in
north or west,
north or west. So
because of the
both
magnetic
rest.
pole. So the
Uh-huh.
blood flow gets affected. That's when we avoid placing head towards north or west.
And south and east are okay, huh?
South and east are the perfect direction to keep your head.
Okay, both are okay, or out of that also anything
Both are okay.
particular?
Both are equally good.
Okay, okay, okay. So this is a good clarity. We have one question. I'll just pick here one question from chat also. For ground floor house, is it center of plot or center of build up part?
It's a good question because when somebody is constructing house, there is something called the build-up area center and the
Hmm.
constructed area center. So while
Hmm.
constructing, while designing the plan, we take the center of the constructed area. But for overall checking of the energy, how is the plot? Is there any disturbance of energy? Before the construction, we check the center of the full area. So both centers are important.
Both centers are important and they both play a role.
Yes. That's
Center
why
of
when you say when a person is constructing a house, they leave a certain part before the constructed area and the proposed area, a small gap towards their house or a building, whatever they are constructing, because of the movement of energies. Again, it is a much deeper concept where we have different,
Mhm.
like in our house, we have 45 Devta energies residing in our house. Each direction has different Devta energies. So, likewise, in the constructed plot and the design plot, we have different set of energies which are defined at the time of construction. So, both centers are important.
Okay, another question is having a electric motor pump at northeast also impacts residents' mental calmness.
Yes. Any electric item, like even if you say in bedroom, you have any electronic items like TV, your mobile charging point, your water kettle, so many things. And if you have kitchen in the northeast corner, all that triggers to your mental health. If you see somebody's kitchen is there in the northeast corner, as I said,
Mm-hmm.
northeast corner is your mind clarity, the zone of your brain, the zone of your clarity. If somebody keeps their
Mm-hmm.
gas burner there, gas burner again is a fire energy. So you're activating the
Mm-hmm.
fire energy in your brain. So there will
Mm-hmm.
always be clashes in the house and argument. So you should never have a kitchen, especially the gas burner, from north to northeast.
North to northeast. Okay.
Yes.
So, is there any subtle sign? मतलब हमें कुछ कैसे पता चलेगा कि हमारा home environment is not supporting our well-being?
See, again, it's very simple. See, if you like to spend time in your home, for example, in your home also, let's take an example. You have a 3 BHK flat. One room you may like कि यहाँ मैं बैठती हूँ तो I feel very calm. There is other room whenever
Mhm.
you feel whenever I come here I get irritated. So what is it that affecting? It's your home. You have designed. You have kept everything according to your own choice. But still at times you like one place and you never like other place. And it's the same way some person likes to spend their entire day at home and they go out they don't
Mm.
feel good, and likewise there are
Mhm.
people who may not have a good time at home or outside. When they, as soon as the moment they enter their house, they feel okay, this is the heaven on earth, I like my house. What is it that is
Mhm.
affecting? It is only the purely the energy of the house. And how it is
Mm.
determined, it is sometimes it's not only about the cleanliness. Of course it should, there should be no clutter. That's when we suggest have a minimalistic interiors. Every
Mm.
artifact which you put in your house, it directly affects
Mhm.
your subconscious mind. आपने देखा होगा
Mhm.
किसी किसी घर पे दे जस्ट आउट ऑफ फैशन दे ब्रिंग बिग बिग डिजाइनर
Mm.
पोस्टर्स और पेंटिंग्स
Mhm.
like a ship.
Mhm.
Maybe sometimes the ship
Mhm.
painting is very very famous, and people
Mm.
keep, there are different type of paintings in ship as well. कोई कोई डूबता हुआ
Mhm.
जहाज का फोटो रखता है, कोई आर्मी वाला शिप का
Mhm.
फोटो रखता है. All that is not advised. The painting whatever you put in your house, you have to choose it very very carefully. It can again
Mm.
make your mind or break your mind. So that powerful is
Mm.
the power of paintings as well. So how you sense the energy? Again,
Mm.
you should light camphor in your house every day
Mm.
because camphor contains
Okay.
positive ions. And when
Mm.
that positive ions spread in the atmosphere, so you feel good. That is when, as
Mm.
a part of our ancient practice, our ancestor, they always used to do the camphor burning at home. So now with time,
Mm.
the tradition all has become modern, advanced candles and other things. But I would still
Mm.
suggest you should use camphor burning to avoid those negative energies. Sometimes it's not about negative energies. People use this term in a very uh, wrong notion. It's about having a positive energy which is not affecting your mind, body, and health.
Okay. Okay. So camphor is kapoor only. For those
Yes,
of you if you don't know, camphor is kapoor only. And yeah, that's a very good thing that you have said. Is there any particular time we should burn camphor, or is there any particular way we should burn camphor? How long something, or just we should like how? What is the ritual? In full house, we should take it,
yes,
or
you can take
how?
it throughout full house. Any day it can be done, specifically if you're doing at evening times like 5:36, which we call it as the Sandhya Kal. And at that time, when
Uh-huh.
you do the camphor burning, you are removing the negative energies as well as you are inviting abundance into your house.
Hmm.
And that has to be maintained as a everyday ritual, not only when the festivals or you do some puja. Why we
Hmm.
do
Hmm.
that things, generally we do that things when we have a puja or a festival to bring positivity, so why not do it every day?
Hmm. Hmm. That's very wonderful. That's very
These
wonderful.
are very
We
very
have.
simple things which should be followed at home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No doubt about it. I may start doing this camphor burning. I've not been doing this, so that I found it interesting. I can start doing this. Thanks for sharing. How many of you would love to do this simple thing? Huh? Okay, we are having just one question. In which direction should be bathroom, kitchen, and study room? Yeah.
See, again, a kitchen, as I said, you should avoid keeping in the northeast. Why? I've already explained the reason. The ideal place to keep a kitchen is in the southeast, which is called the Agni Mula, the fire energy, or in the northwest. These are the two zones ideal for keeping the kitchen.
Mhm. Okay. And you measure it, how do you measure it? You measure it by being at the center of this house. You stand in center of the house and then you check it's
Yes.
in southeast direction or
Yes,
which
when you
direction. Am I
stand
right?
in the middle of your house facing towards north,
Mm,
as I said, wherever the red arrow points is your north,
mm,
roughly, you can
mm,
keep the mobile in your hand and check if this is north, the backside is your south, and towards the right is your east. So between east and south is your southeast corner, and diagonally opposite is your northwest corner. And these are the
mm.
two places which are very good for the kitchen.
Okay. For study room?
Study room again, for kids, for anybody, the study room we prefer if it is in the north or northeast corner, and the most importantly, the zone of education, the west of southwest corner, which is between the southwest and west of southwest. Even if you feel sometimes the kids are distracted from their studies, even if you keep their bag, their notebook, or even their pencil box or something of your child, that will definitely help in focusing their studies.
In the west of southwest is what you are saying?
In the west of southwest, yes,
Okay.
just by
Okay. So
placing
we,
their educational items like a book,
okay, this.
a
Uh-huh.
school bag, pencil box,
Uh-huh.
anything related to their
Okay.
study.
Okay. Study bathrooms. How about the bathrooms?
Again,
What should
when
be
it comes
the?
to bathroom, here I would like to explain little in detail.
Yes,
Bathrooms were
yes,
never
please.
traditionally never a part of the house. It was supposed to be outside of
Hmm.
the house. But with modern
Hmm.
living, we see 4 to 5 toilets in the house. So more the number
Mm-hmm.
of toilets, less the vastu of your house. So it is all based
Oh.
on convenience. So ideally, there are places where the toilet is allowed. It is between east and southeast. There is a place called east of southeast where the commode placement is allowed. Between southwest and south, there is a place called south of southwest. There the toilet is allowed. And west of northwest, where the zone of depression, which we say, the west of northwest, there also the toilet is allowed. But how do we know where exactly these zones come? That is when we do a proper Vastu mapping with the floor plan and we design the toilets accordingly. And
Mm.
if it is already there in the house, of course, you cannot remove it, but you can do 100% corrections of it, except the toilet which comes towards the northeast, where it should completely be avoided. We have no remedies for a toilet which is there in the northeast, so it should be avoided.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. There's one more question I see here. In center, is it good to have a hand pump or not?
No,
I don't
center,
think
as I
so.
said, uh,
Yeah.
It's when you have anything heavy, the hand pump becomes it's a heavier thing. So you should never have anything in the center of your house.
Mhm. Okay, there's one question. For a build-up house, few Vastu mistakes, partial break and shift location is only solution.
Can you repeat that again?
It's in the chat. Can you see? One question
Yes,
is
one
there.
minute.
For a build-up house with
Hmm.
few Vastu mistakes, partial break and shift location is only solution.
Partial break, we don't do any breakage when we do the vastu. There is no demolition. And we do it in a scientific method just by balancing the five elements. Again, it comes to the concept of five elements. The elements has to be balanced, and no shifting also. There is no, see, it may not be possible for everybody to shift the house. I go to somebody's house, I say ये ठीक नहीं है, ये ठीक नहीं है, ये भी ठीक नहीं है, आप shift कर लो. That would be the easiest thing for me to do. Then why are they calling me? So uh, we suggest them to shift unless and until if there is any grave concern where only shifting is the solution, which rarely happens. Else we provide 100% scientific solution and remedies for all without demolition.
Mhm.
And as per the Shastras,
Okay.
I'm a Vedic Vastu expert, so we do as per the Shastras, whatever is given in our granths.
Mhm. Okay. Interesting. So now you have talked about the energy of. So how can we? What are the simple things that we can do so that we improve the energy of our house, the vastu of our house?
First and the foremost thing is to declutter your house. You unknowingly or knowingly you be carry a lot of clutter, which items which are not being in use. See, if you have not used any item for more than a year, just throw them because you are never going to use it. Mark my words, you are never going to use it.
Yeah.
Whenever the
I'm
time
so
comes to
happy that
take
you have put it. We are actually already very vastu aligned community, then we can say, because when any person join us, this is the first thing I tell them to do. I tell them to do declutter your space, because if your space is cluttered, it is actually taking your focus. It is taking away your focus. So when you declutter, you get back your focus and your peace and your calm. So we have actually a 7-day challenge only and only on decluttering ourselves. And actually, it is going on this week also. And what a
see, sometimes
coincidence
you
that you
don't
are
need vastu is
here
not
telling
about
us.
remedies. People think vastu means remedies. It's not about remedies.
Hmm.
It's about foremost rule is about decluttering your home.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Secondly,
So
keep your
got it.
clean.
Main door? Sorry?
Main door neat and clean.
Okay, main door neat and clean. Okay.
No,
Okay.
no cluttering of the shoes, and no
Ah.
dried plants. People keep beautiful plants, but they don't realize if it is dried, they don't clean up all that because main door is a first point of energy between you and the outer world. So main door brings a lot of positivity. So
Mhm.
so for that only people, if you see traditionally in South Indian homes, they put that rangoli or kolam, what they call,
Mm.
because to bring
Mm.
that positivity when somebody comes in, it cheers them up.
Mm-hmm.
So main door vastu is very, very important.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything related to water placement or something with respect to energy and water?
Yes. See, like our body is made up of 70% of water. The entire
Mm.
universe is made up of 70% of water. So the placement of water in the home is very, very important. And we call the north zones as the water element from 0 degree to 60 degrees, where the north of northeast comes. All that is a water element. So anything you're trying to place of, even a placing a bowl of water in a glass bowl will enhance
Mm.
your clarity in the northeast direction. You can keep water fountain. You can keep
Mm-hmm.
aquarium, but I generally suggest not to keep aquarium in the house. Instead, that you can go for a natural aquariums rather than keeping fish tanks. People think
Okay. What do you
aquarium
mean
is
by
only about
natural
fish tanks.
aquarium?
Natural
Okay.
aquarium, like if you see, there are aquariums where people generally, particularly with their personalized thing, they built only natural aquariums, like having only plants, not much of a
Acha.
fish or a water
Okay. Okay.
aquatic
Okay.
animals are not placed.
Okay, okay. More plants. Plants are there
Yes,
and water
plants,
and
yes.
plants.
Because aquarium means, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Only the fish tank comes into your mind. So
Mm-hmm.
we generally
Yes,
suggest not
aquarium
to keep.
means fish tank
Yes. So,
is
but that can be
usually.
done in a very natural way by putting a natural environment inside the water, which gives you more
Mm-hmm.
happiness, more clarity by seeing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So few of the things that you have shared with respect to health, I think that would be very useful for everyone, especially people struggling with sleep, to keep their head towards south or east, not at all towards the north or west. That would be very, very, I think, useful for them. And west of northwest is a zone of depression. So see if you are into west of northwest. Likewise, anything else further you have any suggestion that people can use?
For health or for
Yes,
clarity.
for health. Yeah, for health, for focus, for clarity overall.
See, for focus, again, everything comes to your mind, and mind is related to the northeast. So everything comes towards the northeast. That's when it's a very sensitive place where we suggest to keep temple in the northeast because it's a divine energy. If somebody is into yoga, health, wellness, you should do in the northeast corner because it will give you more focus. When you're doing a yoga or a meditation, you should do in the northeast corner.
Okay.
You will find more clarity when you try and do yoga in different parts of your different places of your house, but when you're trying to do it in the northeast corner, you will see more calmness and clarity coming into your life when you do yoga at that place.
Okay. Uh, See, so there is one, I understand that there is a center, and from center you are finding out all the direction. Now, if we are in particular room, then in one particular room also there is something, suggestions are there with respect to, suppose in a bedroom nowadays we have a workspace as well as our bed, right? And then maybe some place for yoga, meditation, and all those things. So, what is how you will suggest for basically room wise if we have to improve the Vastu?
See, room wise also we see, but not so much deeper because it's the entire house where we divide into different direction. But of course, nowadays we have the study table as well as the bed or our yoga placement,
Mm.
everything inside one room due to space constraint. In that way, you can same applies as the whole house. The same applies to a room also. There also the northeast
Acha.
corner of that room you can keep it clean. And if somebody, what if somebody is living in a one room apartment or something? Does Vastu not affect there? Vastu affects there also. So even if it is a small space, Vastu comes into place. And again, all the same directions are applied even in a smallest of the space.
Okay. Okay. So the same principle will be applicable throughout. Am I right?
Yes. See, somebody's bedroom is there in the northeast. And
Mm-hmm.
what you can do, you cannot remove the bed. It becomes heavier. So try not to have a
Mm-hmm.
storage bed there. Have only a plain
Mm-hmm.
bed without a storage. So if you have a storage
Mm-hmm.
bed, that will make the northeast heavier. So when the space
Mm-hmm.
constraint and the bedroom placement, it may not be it may be difficult for people to adjust the rooms based on that. So whenever there is a
Mm-hmm.
room in the northeast, you can choose a bed which does not have a storage.
That doesn't have a storage. So
Yes,
usually also you do not recommend the bed with storage. Am I right?
yes, yes. We
Right?
don't recommend bed with storage because again,
Why?
if you have,
Mm.
I've seen people storing shoes inside their bed.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so some time back there was some one client who came to me that we are having their bed was in a right position, but still that person was not having a right sleep, and all the clutter, unwanted things was stored inside the bed, and you are sleeping over that,
Mhm.
so the energies will obviously get disturbed. So when you are
Mm,
storing
very
something
valid
inside
point.
the bed, be mindful of what you are storing inside because that is
Mhm.
unconsciously it is affecting your sleep as well as the whole energy of the house.
Okay, what about the people? Is it good like if people are sleeping on bed that is on the floor itself, like mattress on the floor?
Of course, you can do that.
Okay. Is it better than the usual bed thing because of the
So both
grounding or
are
anything?
equal,
Or
but what we suggest is nowadays for this again for the space constraint, lot of beds have storage irrespective of the rooms. So what we suggest immediately, I tell them just remove this bed and bring a mattress or something. They are not going to do. So practical solution is have a lighter storage inside the bed. Don't store iron items. Don't store old utensils. Don't store old your shoes or chappals. Don't store there. Be mindful what you're
Hmm.
storing inside.
Hmm. Good. Very, very good. Uh, this is very interesting as we are going ahead. So, how kitchen influences the health? And see, women usually, yeah, in India at least, or I'm not sure, now we are progressive also. Men are also entering into the kitchen. But yeah, overall, how kitchen influence the family's health?
Because kitchen is a very, very important part because that is where the place where the cooking happens, the food we eat.
Mm,
So the place of
mm,
kitchen, the cooking is very, very important. That's when again, as per the Shastras also, it is the Agni Mula where the food is prepared and the northwest corner where the food is prepared. But again, if your kitchen comes in the southwest or your kitchen comes in the northeast, if kitchen comes towards the southwest, which is a zone of your relationship, you might feel a lot of arguments between the couples. People living in that home are fighting or always arguing with each other when the kitchen comes in the southwest. And if the kitchen, again, as I mentioned, if it comes in the northeast, it affects your health. It may lead to neurological disorders because any imbalance, whether toilet or a kitchen in the northeast corner, it will give you neurological disorders because it directly connects to our brain. And if there is a kitchen in the north, if supposedly somebody is looking for job opportunities or any growth opportunities, it is not happening. You will find a kitchen burner in the north. The moment you correct that, you will start attracting the opportunities. So again, why it happens? Because north is a zone of water and you have kept the gas burner, which is a fire element. That is when the flow gets disturbed when the fire comes in. So that is when we carefully design the placements. Of course, in flats, it's not possible that kitchen is there only in the southeast or only in the northwest. So we have different type of remedies for it. There is something called green Baroda stone, which we place for the kitchens between north to southeast. Because what that Baroda stone does, that is green in color, we are trying to bring air element between fire energy and the earth. So when the fire element is, when the air element comes before the fire energy, it balances the fire energy. That's when we recommend that green Baroda stone to be placed before, below the gas burner when the kitchen comes in north or east. You are muted.
yeah, you are saying it's a green Baroda store. Is it? Did I
Yes,
get it
yes.
right?
You can Google and you
Okay.
can get that Baroda stone. You can go to any tiles or marble vendor. You can get that
Hmm.
marble at the size of your gas burner. You can measure and bring that Baroda stone and place your gas burner above it.
Okay. Okay.
Because in that way,
Oh.
below the fire energy, the air element will come in. So that will balance the fire, which is directly affecting us. These are small
Mhm.
temporary remedies which we suggest so that the person immediately starts seeing the difference in 10 to 15 days, or sometimes we say minimum of 30 days it takes for anybody to see the difference.
Okay. Are there any simple Vastu improvements that people can make without spending much?
Definitely. As I said again, the Northeast should not be cluttered. So everything
Hmm.
revolves around our brain, revolves around our
Hmm.
clarity. So the Northeast, which is a very divine position, make sure that there is no red color, there is no triangle shaped items there, and there is no scissor,
Mhm.
and always very light and sober. You can keep water fountain there for clarity and for the right thoughts and to take good decisions. Secondly, the main door, which again is a very, very important. You should keep main door
Mhm.
clutter free. Use camphor every day
Mhm.
at home. These are the
Mhm.
small things which you can, and you can use the sacred Ganga Jal in your home. 15 to 20 days, you can sprinkle that in your house so that energies get purified. These are small and simple tips which can be followed by everybody.
Hmm. Okay, we are opening now questions. If anyone has any questions, you can just raise your hand and you can we'll unmute you, or you can post your questions here also. We'll take it up. Okay, I see a few questions. Let me just take that also. Uh, so there is a question: in which direction should be worshipped room? पूजा घर किस
Worship.
डायरेक्शन में होना चाहिए? हाँ.
See, there are a lot of directions where you can keep a puja room. You can keep in north, you can keep in northeast, you can keep in east. You can also keep a puja room in west.
We can keep it in west and east and
West,
northeast. Huh?
you can
Ah,
keep in northeast, you can keep in east. These are the three directions where you can keep the temple. And south directions like south, southwest, southeast, temple should not come in these directions.
okay. Okay. Then another question that we are seeing is you can check in chat box also. Northeast has two deities,
Yes, Diti and
Diti
Shiki,
and
which is the best
ah,
main entrance. Okay.
ah.
This is much a deeper question. As I said, we have 45 Devta energies. These are the two Devtas which are residing in the Northeast. Generally, it's a very big misconception that Northeast is a good entrance. Northeast is not a good entrance. You should never have an entrance in the Northeast because it gives loans, debts, and fire and accidents. So I personally never recommend a Northeast entrance.
Okay. So what should be the entrance?
See, again, as we say, as per the Shastra, there are 32 directions. Uh, we
Mm-hmm.
wear 16 directions and 32 entrances. So, in that 32 entrances, when we do the Vastu mapping, we have
Mm-hmm.
different entrances for different padas. So, like in
Mm-hmm.
north, we have N3 and N4, which is the good direction. Likewise, in east, we have E3 and E4. Likewise, in south and in west, there are few directions which are right for the right entrance. Not all the directions
Mm-hmm.
are right.
Okay. So even this out of this Diti and Shikhi, like I don't know. Is did I pronounce correctly?
Yes,
Shikhi, is it
yes,
Shikhi?
yes,
Diti and Shikhi, which is better?
yes.
None of them is better, is what
None
you are
of them.
saying?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Because
So
we usually have two
Northeast.
entrances. One is E1 and
Mm-hmm.
N8. E1
Mm-hmm.
is which gives fire and accidents. N8, of course, it gives bank balance, but it gives loans and debts. So I personally don't recommend Northeast entrance for anybody.
Okay. Okay, great. The Ritika is asking, bathroom is in northeast direction. Anything you can suggest? Any changes,
See,
remedies?
there are a lot of things going around specifically to Northeast direction bathroom. Of course, there
Mm-hmm.
is the toilet in the Northeast is not good. It invites, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, over the period of time, it gives you very severe health diseases, like life-threatening diseases, in fact. So we don't recommend any toilet in the Northeast. If it is there, the one and only remedy is to remove the commode by following the Vedic procedure, and there is no other alternative remedy for it. You can keep a bowl of crystal salt, alum, all that you can keep in the bathroom to make the energies of that place little contained, the negative energies to contain. But there is no 100% remedy for the northeast toilet. The best and the good one is remove the commode by following the Vedic procedures.
What do you mean by Vedic procedure?
We have certain dates because whenever a remedy is done, that has to be done on a particular muhurat. So we check the
Okay.
muhurat, and based on that, we suggest the remedies. Like you can use the turmeric water for 7 days to clear that toilet, and the
Okay.
toilet should not be removed on a Saturday. So like that, we follow few procedures to remove that toilet.
Okay. Another question I see here is west facing house good? West facing house is good.
Yes, again. There are different direction, as I said. Each direction has a good entrance. West facing houses are equally good as a north facing house. But sometimes we check the astrology chart as well, personalized one. It may suit somebody, it may not suit somebody. That will depend upon their
Mhm.
astrology chart. But in general,
Mhm.
west is equally good as a north facing entrance.
Okay. And what about the southwest toilet? I'm getting this one question also.
Huh. See, again, as we say, Northeast is a zone of our devtas. The Northeast is a very spiritual energy, very sacred place where we don't recommend the toilet. Same way, the Southwest relates to our ancestral energies. So there also we don't recommend any toilets, because if you see somebody is not having stability in their life, relationship problems, marriage delays in the house, all that comes from the Southwest toilet, because that gives us the blessing. The southeast is a direction which gives us prosperity, financial gains, relationship. So there also the toilet is not recommended.
What is recommended in southwest direction then?
Southwest direction, you can have your bedroom, you can have storage in the southwest, you can have bedroom in the southwest. If it is an office or a commercial place, you can have the owner's cabin in the southwest.
Okay. All these things. You can have bedroom
Yes,
storage
yes.
in the southwest direction. Okay, great. Awesome. Any other question anyone has? Okay, there is one question. But before I take up one question, there is one question coming into my mind is which room has the biggest impact on our health? Is it our bedroom, kitchen, entrance, toilets, meditation space? Which room?
See, again, it comes to the direction where you are sleeping. If your bed is positioned in the west of southwest, sorry, the west of northwest, where I said it's a zone of depression, obviously you will not have a good sleep. Or if it is in the east of southeast, which is a zone of anxiety and analysis, if you're sleeping in that place, so that's when the sleeping position is very, very important. You can sleep towards east, you can sleep towards south, you can sleep in proper west. But of course, the
Mm-hmm.
facing of the head also plays a very important role. It again defines from your particular room where you are sleeping.
Okay. Okay, so there are a few more questions coming into my mind, but let me take few questions and then let me just see. So again, there's this one question. I think it would be maybe you can take, suppose we have bathroom in southwest, any remedy? You
Yeah,
have already
bathroom in
told
the
about
southwest can
northeast.
be bathroom in the
Mm-hmm.
southwest can be cured 100%. There is a metal strip
Okay.
which we say brass metal strip. You can use brass metal strip to block those toilets. There are other Vedic remedies as well, but the simplest and the easiest one is use the brass metal strip around your commode and close the toilet. You can continue using it, but that is the remedy for the southwest toilet.
Okay, but this cannot be applicable in the northeast. Am I right?
Yes,
Anna?
yes, it is not applicable in the Northeast. Why? Because Northeast is your brain. And if any cut in the brain, there is no cure for it. So we don't recommend any
Mm-hmm.
remedies in the Northwest toilet. Not even the metal strips can cure that. So metal strip means
Mm-hmm.
you're cutting that part of Northeast. So there can be no cut in your brain, right? So we don't do any
Mm-hmm.
remedy in the Northeast. That's why there is no remedy in the Northeast. Only thing is you can
Okay.
remove the commode and use it for bathing only, because use of water is very good there. So you can use it only for bathing, not for the commode purpose.
Okay. So Vijay, I hope you get good answer. You can use brass metal strip around your commode. So another question I'm seeing is land energy is important aspect of Vastu.
Yes, of course, it's
Is
the
land
most
energy?
important aspect of Vastu.
Yeah. Can you just enlighten us on this topic a bit?
Yes, yes. See, what land does, see, you're going and buying a land. Okay, you pay the
Mm-hmm.
amount to the builder or the owner, you do the registration, the land comes to you and you say, this is my house. So I'm asking, is it true? Does it become your house by paying and taking it? Because the land energy, the land has an energy of thousands and thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
So for that also we follow few procedures where we do the energy cleansing process of any new space or a living space to purify the energies of that place. So see, nowadays we have 30 floor, 40 floor buildings. So how does Vastu affect there? So it is all purely the land energy, for which we have different tools to check the land energy. Based on that only we give solutions.
Okay. So suppose there is a land, and so what is the first thing you do? You go and check land energy using some tools, and then you
Yes.
identify something, and then you clear the energy. Am I getting it right?
Yes, yes, yes. We have certain Vedic procedures again. We do the center activation process there to activate the energies of that land. Because in
Mm-hmm.
Vastu, there is something also called Nimit Shastra. So from the our Vastu starts from the moment when we start from home. When we start from home, we take the cab, we go to the client's place. On the way, what all is happening to us? So are we getting stuck in the traffic? Is somebody coming and hitting our car? All that is called Nimit Shastra. So our Vastu starts from our home till we reach the client's place. So like land energy is equally important, this Nimit Shastra is also equally important, where you sense what is going to come when you reach that place.
Mm.
So last week
Very
I visited
interesting.
one place here in Bangalore. Usually
Uh-huh.
from my place it's only 1.5 hours, even in traffic.
Mm-hmm.
But that day it took 2.5 hours
Mm-hmm.
for me to go. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Where I
Mm-hmm.
got stuck, where the traffic was more or less, I could not make out. But I know that there is some problem in that land. I went there and I told this is the problem. They said, yes, we are facing these problems. So we can sense the energy on the way to that place or a land wherever we are going through
Mm.
the Nimit Shastra.
Sudhanamit Shastra. Okay, another person is asking, yeah, Ritika, I'll share how you can consult her for Vastu related matters. I'll share her details and you can please go connect to her. Ekta is asking business growth remedy.
Business growth remedy, of course, you all want more clients, right? So put a picture of a very good lush landscape, green landscape photo you can download from the internet, from the Google. A good
Mm-hmm,
landscape, greenish. There should be no mountains, no brownish mountains or a heavy mountain. It should be lush green landscape painting, which you can put it
mm-hmm.
in your north to attract more clients. And of course, if any heaviness, any clutter, or any storage is in the north, that has to be removed. And this painting you should put.
Okay, interesting. Um, Now the another question is, entry in house from south direction is good or not?
See, as I said again, if it is at 180 degree, of course, it's a south entrance. If it's not good, that's when we say S3 and S4. Then that's when the Vastu mapping comes into place, where exactly your door is positioned, which we identify through the Vastu mapping. Then we decide
Mm-hmm,
which is a good entry or not. As I said, south also has a good entry, like north or east or west. So which position it
mm-hmm.
comes after the Vastu mapping, it depends on that. Of course, if it comes properly at 180 degree, it's not good.
Okay. How to check land energy of existing house? Someone is asking. Yeah, Sanjay ji is
Yeah, there is
asking.
a, we visit the land and we have our tools, and based on that we check.
Okay, okay, great. And Vijay is saying, sorry, one more question. Bathroom which is facing north in front of the main door. If any issue, remedy please.
Bathroom is facing north in front of the main door. So keep your anyway. We don't advise toilet in the north. As I said, north is the direction of your money, your opportunities. You get opportunities, then you get money. If there is a toilet in the north, it will flush off your opportunities. So that's when we don't recommend toilet in the north. That has to be corrected. That can be corrected 100% by putting a copper strip or a aluminium strip. You can put and block that toilet. And of course, always
Mm-hmm.
keep your toilet doors closed. But if the toilet door
Mm.
is aligning towards main door, it is absolutely not advised.
Okay, yeah, there's this good question that I have also wanted to ask you. Most of us are living in apartment culture. So how does our home Vastu is impacted by our building that we are choosing. All those things are also
See,
related by any
again,
chance?
if you see,
Or
it's a very, very good question asked by Ritika. Because
yeah.
since the time, if you notice, 20, 30 years before, since the time the apartment culture has come up, everything has gone for toss from the entrance to the position of bathrooms. Because builders, when the land value so much, they are not concerned about the interiors or the vastu of a particular plot. They may see on a larger picture where they are building the apartment towers or something that they may consider, but it's not possible for them to consider the vastu of each and every flat. That is when the demand for vastu is growing because of the lot of health issues happening, financial issues happening, relationship falling after the apartment culture, if you see in 20, 30
Mhm.
years. So the
Mhm.
apartment vastu plays a very, very important role. That's when I step in. There are clients where I've rejected more than 40 to 45 layouts before buying the house. So that what I
Mhm.
try to do is I try to help the client so that they can choose a flat where minimal corrections are only required.
Mhm.
That's the advantage if somebody
Mhm.
comes to me and check, they say, ma'am, we want to buy a new house. Can you help us? So I take their floor plans and check and
Mhm.
ease out the better solutions by avoiding the
Mhm.
places where more remedy is needed. Or if somebody is where, if the entrance is not good or the toilet is coming in the wrong direction, I don't suggest them remedies. I suggest please patiently search for more houses instead of doing remedies because you are in the right stage of finding the house. So find a
Mhm.
better one.
Mhm. So remedies are for those who are already shifted and now listening to your session. Am I right? We are left with no
Yes,
other
also
choice.
Vastu means it's not only remedies, it's aligning of energy. Sometimes just
Yeah.
by, of course, solid remedies are required, but most of the things, the items which we keep at home, the colors which we use in our interiors has a deep impact than the remedies. I always
Mhm.
tell Vastu is not only remedies, it is far more behind the remedies. Only by shifting few things in your house, avoiding few things, 80% of the Vastu can be done.
80% of the Vastu, right? That's nice, I
Yes.
guess. Okay, for Vastu imperfections, remedy or break or shift, which is better solution?
For vastu
Sanjay.
imperfections, if we cannot break the structure, because if it is apartment or an individual home, we cannot break the structure, we go for scientific remedies. Sometimes we use the pyramid remedies as well, where even sometimes the Vedic remedies, we cannot dig inside the flat, dig in the center, or dig in the corner and put something. In that case, we use the pyramid remedies, which are more simpler. Yes, of course, the costing involved in pyramid remedies is higher, but it is the easiest and the safest thing to use as well. We have used in many places. That also will help. But no shifting, no breaking. I have not suggested anyone to shift or break, except for one of my clients who were having trouble conceiving. For them, I had made them shift from their own house to a rented house for some time till they conceived. Once they conceived, then they shifted back to their new house, their own house. So very rarest of the cases, we need to do that as well. But 95% of the clients, I don't recommend to shift or change. Only
Mm,
remedies without demolition.
okay, interesting. Um, there's one question. Irregular corner of house wall that is not rectangular, does it also affect anything?
See, yes,
Is
it's a
it
very
like,
good question. See, irregular corner. Irregular corner means the house is not a rectangle or a square. If a house is not a
mm,
rectangle or a square, the five elements are disturbed. So, which corner, if say, if your southwest corner has an irregular thing, if it is extended, then it gives relationship problems, it gives financial problems. If there is an irregular corner in the southeast, it will give you financial problems and female health issues. So, which part of the house or which direction has that irregular corner makes an impact. That's when we avoid uh, any cuts in the northeast. Any cut in the
mhm,
northeast means your brain part getting disturbed. So,
mm,
when you're looking to buy a house, any disturbance in the northeast, avoid that house.
mm. Okay, great. There's another question. Do you provide online Vastu solutions for other city residents? So yeah, a lot of people are now asking for your, advices and consultation,
Yes, I do
Krishnaveni, how they
in-person
can
visit as well to other
reach.
cities, as well as I provide online consultation, not only outside
Mm,
Bangalore, but all across the world.
okay. How can they reach out to you and consult you in that case, Krishnaveni?
You can
You
share
can,
my number and I'll give the appointment when to connect, and I will try to understand their concern, their root cause of problems. Based on that,
okay,
we'll take it forward. Yeah. They can take one
okay,
clarity session. Will it help? If they have more doubts or something, they can get in touch with.
okay, okay, great. Congratulations. Thank you so much for giving this clarity session. By the way, I was after her for quite a time, and finally I got her
One thing I want to
for
stay
today's
here is
session.
your house
Yeah,
is a reflection of your subconscious mind. So each and every
true.
item you bring in your house, any
Mm,
decorative
mm,
items, any paintings,
mhm,
anything, be mindful of what you are keeping in your house. It's very, very important.
mhm, mhm,
And
mhm,
have a
mhm,
minimalistic interior, minimalistic items in your house.
mhm. Amazing. Minimalism
Yes,
is the key.
yes.
Very important. Thank you. Okay, one thing is, Vijay has said shifting here means within the space, not to other place. I think when he asked the question about break, remedy, or shift, which is a better solution. So shifting, he said that it is within
Shifting
the
means maybe
space.
I might tell somebody is having a sleep disturbance. I might tell somebody to shift the room. Not they should not sleep in a particular room where they are sleeping. I may ask the family members to swap the room because it is designed. Vastu here, another aspect also comes in. Which room we are giving to the children, which room we are giving to
Mm,
the youngsters, which room we are giving
mm,
to the head of the family. All that matters.
mm, mm.
So shifting here, in
Yeah.
a sense, means I may shift inside the house itself. I may shift the bedrooms or the sleeping position of the people.
Okay. Okay.
If a
Got it.
youngster, a female or a boy around their 18 or 19 in the teenagers, we never allow them
Hmm.
to stay in the northwest room.
Hmm. Okay.
But at the same time,
Okay.
if a female who is not able to get married or the marriage is getting delayed, we advise them to sleep on the northwest for the movement of that person. So it's a deeper
Okay.
science based on the requirement of that particular person or the problem.
Okay. What is the good space for kids, like kids' bedroom and elder people bedroom, our elder parents' bedroom for their
See,
health
elder
and
people can
yeah.
take northeast bedroom. If bedroom
Okay.
is there in the northeast, they can take. For kids,
Mhm.
again, kids below 12 years, northeast room is good. East room is good. West is also very good for kids. West of southwest, which is the zone of education, that is also good for kids.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing, Krishnaveni. And it was indeed a very, very deep talk. And I hope you all have put a lot of questions. And I hope she has satisfied you with her answers, right, everyone? So, can we send her a lot of hearts? Can we all send her a lot of hearts for the amazing session, clarity session that she has taken for all of us? Thank you. Everyone is sending a lot of hearts to you. And here is a small token of appreciation for our whole community and everyone. Krishnaveni, for sharing your valuable knowledge as panelists at Health Talks with Experts today. Immense gratitude to you for sharing this. We have learned a lot, and certainly we are on track, kind of. We are already in our community. You always say that declutter your space. That is the first thing. So with this, we are on track. Maybe we can include few more things like the bed rest, head where it should be. So that was one of the very good learning point. And camphor, camphor is also very good point. I realized that we can just use camphor burning evening time. So yes, everyone, it will 5:18. You all can go now. And we'll be finishing another 10 minutes, and make sure that you all burn the camphor today and make it a habit also. It's good for health, no doubt about it. And people, if you join late or you want to revisit, here I am sharing with you all the today's session live YouTube link. Please go check it out again so that in case you missed some information, you can use that, as well as use this channel, this like, subscribe, and as well as you please share it with people so that those who do not know get aware of it, and they get more value. Besides that, I have already shared the form link here that you can fill And with this, we can connect you to J. Krishnaveni, whosoever is interested to speak to her. Many of you have shown interest, so please feel free to connect to her. And yeah, thank you so much, Krishnaveni.
Thank you,
For,
Yukti. It was all pleasure mine being here and answering all their questions. I loved the
yeah.
way they put all the questions in Vastu because many people think it's all, many people believe and many people do not believe. Here, I see a lot of, what do we say, interesting and intelligent questions coming up. So they are all aware that yes, it's a science and it works. So thank you for
Yeah.
inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you here. Thank you. So everyone, take a deep breath in and breathe out. Keep your back straight. सोना नहीं है अभी, huh? Before you go for your tea, what is the rule? What do we follow? We follow practicing what? Breathing. So everyone keep your videos on and keep your back straight and be here for a few more moments to practice breathing and before you hold the cup of tea. Yeah, I know it's Sunday evening, so keep your eyes closed, everyone. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Deep inhale and exhale. Inhale and allow your belly to expand. Exhale, belly goes in. Breathe in and expand. Exhale, belly goes in. Breathe in, out, 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 in, out. Inhale. I'm calming my body and mind. Exhale. I'm calming my body and mind. Inhale. I'm aware of my breath. Exhale. I'm present. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Inhale and hold your breath. Exhale, slowly release. Just be present, resuming your normal breath. Gradually become aware of the space you are in, the objects around you, your contact points. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Inhale fully and exhale fully. Rub your palms, stick it to your eyes. You can gradually open your eyes with it. Take a deep breath in and stretch your arm. And as you breathe out, bring your palms at the heart center, shoulders roll back, and just say, I'm grateful to my breath. I'm grateful to my healthy body, mind, and soul. I'm grateful to this whole universe. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Breathe wellness. Thank you, everyone. Super grateful to have you all and see you all in next health talks. Now we are going to have our Sunday class of YouTube live. I want you all to join me at 6 p.m. on YouTube. Thank you, Raj. Thank you, everyone. Stay blessed. Breathe wellness in abundance. This is Yukti Raj Kishore signing off and see you at 6 p.m. on YouTube. Yoga with Yukti.